5 signs of a spiritual awakening. Hear me now. There comes a moment when the soul begins to stir, when the illusions of this world no longer satisfy. That moment, the shift, the crack in the facade, is the beginning of a spiritual awakening. But understand, this awakening is not a single event. It is a path, a journey through fire and light, suffering and revelation. And all who walk this path move through 5 stages. Stage number 1, the stirring, the call to the awakened. At first, it is subtle, a restlessness, a sense that something is missing, though you cannot name it. The world begins to feel small, scripted, and unreal. You may start asking questions. Why am I here? Is there more to life than this? These whispers come from the deepest part of you, the part you remember. Many feel this stirring and ignore it, numbing themselves with distractions. But for those who listen, the call grows stronger, drawing them towards the unknown. Awake, O sleeper, and arise from the dead, and Christ will shine on you. Ephesians 5:14. Stage number 2, the dark night, the breaking of illusions. This is the crucible of awakening. Everything you once believed begins to unravel. Relationships shift. Old ambitions lose meaning. The foundations of your life tremble. It is painful and terrifying, even because the ego resists death. But hear me now. Only the false can be destroyed. This is not suffering, it is purification. Many retreat here, clinging to the known, fearing the abyss, but those who surrender to the fire emerge reborn. This stage brings a sense of purpose, a clear direction of life. We also glory in our suffering because we know that suffering produces perseverance, and perseverance character, and character hope. Romans 5:3-4. For our light and momentary troubles are achieving for us an eternal glory that far outweighs them all. 2 Corinthians 4:17, stage number 3, the illumination, seeing beyond the veil. Then suddenly, light, clarity. You see the world as it truly is. Synchronizing abound. Time bends. The old self feels like a dream. You experience profound love, peace, and oneness. The divine is no longer a belief, but a living presence within you. But beware, this stage is seductive. Many mistake illumination for the final destination and stop growing. But enlightenment is not an end, it is a door. The work is not over. For now we see in the mirror dimly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, then I shall know fully, even as I have been fully known. 1 Corinthians 13:12. Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. Psalms 119:105. And stage 4, the integration, merging heaven and earth. Now comes the test. Can you live what you have seen? Can you walk in truth among those who still sleep? Many retreat into solitude, avoiding the world, but true mastery brings divinity into daily life, embodying the sacred in every action. The awakened do not flee reality, they transform it. Do not conform to the world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. Romans 12:2. Faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead. James 2:17. And stage 5, the mastery becomes the light. Here the seeker becomes the teacher. The student becomes the guide. The awakened become vessels of divine power, uplifting all they encounter. They do not just speak the truth, they are the truth. And yet even the master knows awakening never ends. The soul forever expands. You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden. Matthew 5:14. And let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. Matthew 5:16. So I ask you, where are you on this path? Tell me in the comments. Wherever you stand, walk boldly. Let the fire consume all that is not real. For in the end, if you do not choose eternity in Christ, hell is your portion. If you wish to walk in this full power of your calling, email us at info@rebuildthecity.com with an I and ask for our blueprint, created explicitly for the chosen ones. You are not ordinary. You are chosen. Rise up. And from online to onslaught, Rebuild the City needs you. $10 to $20 a month fuels real change. Lives, families, the gospel, all are transformed. Join the front line at rebuildthecity.net and donate. And let's rebuild the city. Ashe.